any time on the internet trying to figure out what to do to make your business better, you will for sure get inundated with all sorts of suggestions. And after just like a minute or two, you're gonna start thinking, well, do I make a blog? Do I start a YouTube channel? Do I need to get on Instagram? Should I get on Twitter? Do I need this? Do I need to do that? Should I pay for ads? There's so many things that you can do to help your business that it can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. So in this video, we're gonna talk about what you should work on first. If you enjoy this, please make sure you like and subscribe because that'll help you not miss any more Teachers Pay Teachers videos in the future. This is actually a question I heard a lot because if you didn't know, the TPT Forward 2020 conference just ended. So every year TPT does a conference. This year, obviously we were not able to go to it, but it was virtual, which was awesome because then we got to watch all of the videos. The problem with that is that we got to watch all of the videos, which means that now instead of having, like however many we would have picked to go to, we had all the videos of all the sessions with all the things to choose from. And the sessions, of course, range from everything from beginners to like people who are rocking it, which also means that it ranges from everything between social media, updating your products, doing this, doing that, and all the things. And there's more than one time that I thought, holy cow, what should I do right now? And there were also times that I saw on Facebook and Instagram people who were like, I don't know where to start. So this is my answer to that. First off, if you have less than 50 products, that's where I would start. So having enough products in your store is the number one thing I can tell you. People ask me all the time, how should I market my store? And then I go look at their store and they have like 2 products. And that's what I tell them is in our coaching sessions, because I do offer coaching sessions, BTW, link down below. In my coaching sessions, I get that all the time. People ask me about marketing and I'm like, you don't need to worry about marketing. You need to worry about stocking your shelves. Recently, we went to Home Goods, my husband and I, because we love Home Goods. As I look behind me, I'm like, that's from Home Goods, that's from Home Goods, that's from Home Goods, and we love Home Goods. So we went to Home Goods after it finally opened after quarantine, and when we got there, there was like nothing there. There were like entire shelves that were either empty or they like moved shelves to the back so that looked like there was not quite as empty as it really was, but there was nothing because they just hadn't gotten restocked. And we walked out of there without anything. We didn't buy anything because there was hardly anything there. That's how your buyers feel when they come to your store and they're like, oh, cool, music resources from Becca's music room. And then they show up and there's like 1 or 2 things. They're probably gonna leave with nothing. Now, of course, they might happen to need one of those 2 things that you have, but chances are they don't. So first things first is fill up your store with 50 and then to 100 products. Once you get to 100, then you can chill out a little bit. Don't stop creating, but chill out a little bit. But definitely hit that 50 products so that you have 50 chances to get found instead of 1 or 2 chances to get found and 50 chances to be right for someone. So that's my number 1 thing. After that, there's a lot of stuff that you can focus on. So you can talk about emails, you can do social, you can do bigger marketing efforts like blogs and YouTube channels. And let me just tell you, if you try to learn how to create products and learn a social and learn how to make a blog and try to do emails all at the same time, it's gonna stress you out. So my suggestion is create your products and pick like 1 thing to start working on. So whether that's email, whether that's blogging, whether that's YouTube, pick 1 thing. And then once you feel pretty comfortable with your product creation and your 1 thing, then you can add 1 more thing, because as you go, things are gonna get a lot easier. When you have your products, again, pick that 1 thing. So you could either do email or you could do social or you could do some kind of like blog or YouTube or something like that. I cannot sit here and tell you which one of those is going to be the best for you, because I don't know you and I don't know how much time you have. I don't know how much experience you have. I don't know what your goals are. All those things are gonna kind of go into this. But personally, I always look at the longevity of something. So I spend a lot more time working on a blog post or working on YouTube videos than I do on Instagram, because Instagram is awesome, but people are only gonna see my post for like an hour or two, or maybe a day. And half the time they're not gonna see it anyway. So being on YouTube, where a video can live forever, or being on a blog where a post can live forever and continue to earn me page views and continue to earn me money in the future, is just a much smarter move. That seems really, really daunting. I understand. Pick something you think you can do while you're creating your products. So if like blogging or YouTube seems just way too stressful to you right now, that's fine. Focus on your products and then pick one of the others. So that leaves either social or email. So which one of those is better? Now, a lot of people tell me that email seems stressful, but it's not. I will be doing email videos soon, I promise. I know I've been saying it for a while, but it's coming, it's coming. So email is great because you can collect people's emails, and that list of emails belongs to you. So if Instagram up and changes its algorithm, it's not gonna affect you. So definitely look at email if you think you can tackle it. It's really not that stressful, I promise. All you need is to make a landing page so you can get people's emails, and then start sending maybe one email a month, or every 2 weeks, or every week, so that people just get used to hearing from you. Now, social is kind of the easiest places to start because most of us are familiar with it. So social is a great place to start. It's also a really great place to connect with other people. So if you want to start with a social, totally fine, but just pick one until you feel like you can get it. Do go and reserve your name on all the socials, but just pick one that you think you can handle, like for the moment, and do that. So we've got our product creation. Pick one of either blogging or YouTube or email or socials. And once you get those two things figured out, then add something else. So if you look at my brand and you start really looking through and seeing how much I do, it might look like it's really stressful and I do a lot, because it is really stressful and I do a lot. But I didn't start it all at the same time. I started just with blogging, and that was it. I started a blog and I started an Instagram, and that was it. And then as I got better, I added Teachers Pay Teachers, and then I added YouTube, and I added all of these other things. And now we have a lot going on. I don't know why I always say we, it's just me. Now I have a lot going on, but it's not stressful because I didn't try to take on all the things at once. I just picked one thing at first and then added another. So that's what you're going to do. Pick one thing at first and then add another and add another. So pick one thing, let it get really good, and then add something else. You can only really truly focus on one thing at a time, maybe two if you're lucky. All right, so what should you do first or right now in your business? Again, I don't know you, I don't know what your business is like, I don't know what you have going on. So my suggestion would be, look and make sure you have your 50 products, and then you wanna have kind of one thing in each of these categories. One social, where you can connect with other people. You want to have one long form platform, so either like a podcast or YouTube channel or a blog, and then you want to have an email list. So eventually you want to have all four of these things going on and working together, but for now, again, products, and then add one thing. When you get that, add another. Also make sure you're focusing on longevity and what's actually gonna move the needle in your business. If you are on Twitter all day long, but you aren't making any sales on Twitter, it's probably not going to be worth your time to spend that much time on Twitter if it's not actually helping you. So make sure you're looking at your dashboard, you're checking where all your traffic is coming from, and all of those things. And finally, when it comes down to it, you just need to pick something. Picking something to focus on is better than not picking anything to focus on. I like to pick one thing each quarter or one thing each semester to work on, and once I feel a little bit better on that, then I'll switch to something else. So for example, last year in the fall, I worked on really getting that email list solid. I already had it, but I wanted to just get better at it and get more consistent with it, and putting my focus on that really, really helped me out. Right now, I'm looking at how I can kind of revamp some of my older products, and especially looking at previews and how I can fix those up a little bit so that people have a better understanding of my products, so that hopefully they will want to buy them because they know exactly what they are. Little things like that can really help. And now here's the deal. Would it have mattered if I had done product previews last fall and email right now? Probably not. It might have changed a little bit of my, sales numbers, but not a big deal. So just pick something, stick with it, and once you feel good, go to something else. You're the only one who knows your store inside and out, which means you're the only one who knows what your store might be missing. I hope this video was helpful. I know it's one of those like, here's things you should do, but I can't actually tell you what to do. If you want more concrete help, I do have 2 things that can help you out. First off, I have a little freebie. It is this roadmap to $1,000. That's so this is 7 different things that you need to do in order to take your store from not making any money to making a lot more. You can get this freebie down in the description box. I will leave a link. And then if you want something more specific, I do offer coaching calls. I love coaching calls. They're so much fun because I get to talk with you about exactly what your business needs. And I go through and look at your store and let you know what I think and what things need to get a little better. So I offer 25-minute and 55-minute sessions that you can sign up for. I will also leave a link to that below. And that's just really good to get personalized help. Full disclosure, you might want to sign up quickly because I go back to school really soon, and so my availability times are gonna go from a lot to here's a little teeny tiny window of time that I have that I can take these coaching calls. So if you're interested, I would suggest signing up ASAP. I hope you found this helpful. If you have questions or comments, please leave them down below. And yeah, thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful week.